So we are going to continue what we started yesterday, where we were working on writing a different kind of letter, right? We've been writing all lowercase because we usually use those. And then yesterday, we started learning these tall kinds of letters that we use at the beginning of people's names. Who remembers what those kinds of letters are called? Good, we call those capital letters. All right, so all of these that we learned yesterday were clock stroke letters. The ones we're going to learn today are tall line letters. So they start with a tall line stroke, just like our lowercase letters did. Remember the ones that we started with a tall line stroke? So we start at the top baseline and pull a straight line down to the baseline. So today we are going to be working on tall line capital letters. So our starting spot is at the top baseline, and we'll pull a straight line down to the baseline. That's how we'll start all of these tall line capital letters. All right, so we're going to start with writing a capital B. A capital B is a tall line letter like lowercase b, but we form this one differently, and the letter name is B. So just watch first. So to begin with, we'll touch the top baseline, pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift. Now we want to remember our clock that we had talked about the other day. We think of one between the top baseline and the dotted line. Right, so we make a short dash stroke, then we curve out and touch 2, touch 4. We make a short slant stroke or a short dash stroke in to touch our line stroke. Then we make a short dash stroke out. Again, we think of a clock between the dotted line and the baseline. And we'll touch 2. Touch 4, touch the baseline, make a short slant stroke or dash stroke in to touch the bottom of our line stroke. All right, so that is our capital B. Right. So I want you to get ready. Actually, maybe you can help me write it one more time. Right, so I start at the top baseline and pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift. Then I make a short dash stroke, curve out, touch 2, touch 4, touch the dotted line, make a dash stroke in, make a dash stroke out, curve out, touch 2, touch 4, touch the baseline, and make a short dash stroke in. That is my capital B. All right, class, now it's your turn to write a capital B. Where's the starting spot? Very good, at the top baseline. All right, I'll talk you through it. Pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift. Make a short dash stroke, curve out, touch 2, touch 4, touch the dotted line, make a slant stroke into the line stroke. Make a short dash stroke out, curve out, touch 2, touch 4, touch the baseline, and make a short dash stroke in to touch your line stroke. Class, what did you just write? Good, capital B. All right, very nice. Write it again. I'll talk you through it. So find the starting spot. Where is it? Very good, the top baseline. All right, pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift. All right, touch the starting spot, make a short dash stroke out, curve out, touch 2, touch 4, and touch the dotted line, make a short dash stroke in to touch the line stroke, make a short dash stroke out, curve out, touch 2, touch 4, touch the baseline, and make a short dash stroke in to touch the line stroke. What is that, class? Very good. That's a capital B. All right, write one more, please. All right, nice job, class. The next one we're going to write is a capital D. Capital D is a tall line letter, not like lowercase d. Remember, what kind of a stroke do we start d with? lowercase. Very good, a clock stroke. So this one is formed differently from the lowercase, and its letter name is D. So we're going to touch the top baseline and pull a line straight down to the baseline and lift our pencil. Now we're going to touch the starting spot again, and we're thinking of a clock that goes all the way between the top baseline and the bottom baseline. So we're going to make a short dash stroke out along the top baseline, curve down to touch 2, curve down to touch 4, curve in to touch the baseline, make a short dash stroke to touch our line stroke. That is our capital D. All right, let's look at it without the glare. All right, help me talk through it one more time. What am I going to write? Good, capital D. All right, so starting at the top baseline, I'm going to pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift my pencil. Now I'm thinking about a clock that goes all the way from the top baseline to the bottom baseline. So my 2 is here and my 4 is here. All right, so touch my starting spot. I make a short dash stroke out, curve out, touch 2, curve down to 4, curve in, touch the baseline, make a short dash stroke in to touch the line stroke. That is my capital D. All right, it's your turn now. All right, where's the starting spot for a capital D? Good, at the top baseline. All right, so talk through it with me. Pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift your pencil. Then touch the starting spot, make a short dash stroke, curve out to, in our big clock, curve out, touch 2, curve down, touch 4, curve in, touch the baseline, make a short dash stroke in to touch the line stroke. All right, let's write another one. What are we going to write? A very good, capital D. All right, so find the starting spot. All right, at the top baseline, pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift your pencil. Then touch the starting spot, make a short dash stroke, curve out, touch 2, touch 4 on our big clock, and make a short dash stroke in to touch the line stroke. What is that? Good, capital D. All right, write it one more time. All right, nice job with your capital D, class. All right, our next capital we're going to write is capital E. So capital E is a line letter, but we form it differently than our lowercase e. All right, the letter name for this one is E. So just like all our tall line letters, this one is going to start at the top baseline. So I'll pull a straight line down to the baseline, and without lifting my pencil, I'm going to make a dash stroke the length of a space, so a clock space. All right, then I'll lift my pencil. I'm going to touch the starting spot and make a dash stroke the length of a space. Then I'm going to touch the dotted line where the line stroke crosses it and make a dash stroke that's half the width of a clock stroke. So this middle part is shorter than the other ones. All right, this is our capital E. Let's watch one more time. So I start at the top baseline. I pull a straight line down to the baseline without lifting my pencil. I make a dash stroke the length of a space. Then I go to the starting spot and make a dash stroke the length of a space. Then I go to where the dotted line touches my line stroke and make a dash stroke half the length of a space. All right, class, it's your turn to write a capital E. All right, so find your starting spot. I'll talk through it with you. Pull a straight line down to the baseline. Don't lift your pencil and make a dash stroke the width of a space. Now you can lift your pencil, touch the starting spot and make a dash stroke the width of a space and lift your pencil. Now touch the dotted line at the line stroke and make a short dash stroke the width of half a space. Class, what did you just write? Very good, capital E. All right, let's do another one. Find the starting spot. All right, at the top baseline, pull a straight line down to the baseline, and don't lift your pencil, make a dash stroke the width of a space. Now lift your pencil, touch the starting spot, and make a dash stroke the width of a space. Now touch where the dotted line crosses the line stroke and make a short dash stroke half the width of a space. What is that, class? Very good, capital E. Excellent. Write one more. And say it while you write it. Or you can talk through it while you're writing it, and then at the end you can say the sounds, since we're just learning this capital. All right, nice job with that capital E, class. All right, the next one that we're going to do is capital F. All right, next we have a capital F. It's a tall line letter, not like lowercase f is, so we form it differently. And its letter name is F. So we're going to touch the top baseline and pull, oh wait, so you're just watching first. Touch the top baseline, pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift your pencil. Then we'll touch the starting spot and make a dash stroke the width of a space. Then touch where our line stroke crosses the dotted line and make a dash stroke half the width of a space. That is our capital F. All right, watch one more time. So starting at the top baseline, I'll pull a straight line down to the baseline and then lift my pencil. I'll touch the starting spot and make a dash stroke the width of a space. Then I'll touch where the dotted line crosses my line stroke and make a short dash stroke half the width of a space. That is my capital F. All right, class, it's your turn now. So find the starting spot for your capital F. Okay, I'll talk through it with you. Pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift your pencil. Touch the starting spot and make a dash stroke the width of a space. Touch where the dotted line crosses the line stroke and make a short dash stroke half the width of a space. What did you just write, class? Very good, capital F. All right, let's write another one. So find your starting spot. Good, at the top baseline, pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift your pencil. Touch the starting spot, make a dash stroke the width of a space. Then touch where the dotted line crosses your line stroke and make a short dash stroke half the width of a space. What did you just write? Very good, capital F. All right, write one more. Make it as beautiful as you can. All right, class. Well, we have some more to learn, but let's save that for the next lesson. We'll just take a few minutes at the end here to review the phonograms that we learned earlier today. All right, so first I would like you to write K, two-letter K, used only after a single vowel that says A, E, I, or A. So write it and say it while you write it. All right, when you're finished, put your pencil down. This is our K, two-letter K, used only after a single vowel that says A, I, or A. So if you didn't have that, write it in and say it while you write it. All right, next let's write oo, oo. What are you going to write next? Very good, oo, oo. All right, say it while you write it. Make sure you're leaving a clock space. All right, this is oo, or. All right, so if you didn't have that one, write it and say it while you write it. All right, next lesson we will finish up our capitals for today.